What I love about notes is that there's a tremendous amount of opportunity because there's so many different exit strategies that you can take. Now, our primary focus, of course, is to help a borrower. These people have, life has happened to them. If they're non-performing, that means they haven't been paying their mortgage. Life has happened. They've lost their job, they've had a medical issue, they've had divorce. Any of those things can happen to people and they stop paying their mortgage. They can no longer afford it. Now, the big banks don't really care about what's going on with this borrower. When we come in and we buy the non-performing note, we're in a position to help them. We're able to work with that borrower, hopefully, and get them to re-perform. Now, there's a couple of different exit strategies that we typically use, 4 mainly. There's foreclosure, there's short sale, there's deed in lieu of foreclosure, and then there's the re-performance, my personal favorite. So in a foreclosure situation, generally when I foreclose on a non-performing note, the borrower has already vacated the property. Unfortunately, we do have to foreclose, and it's just part of being a note investor. It's not our favorite option, but it is an option that we do exercise when the time is right. There's short sale, when a borrower has somebody that wants to pay or buy the house, but it's not for as much as the borrower owes us. That's called a short sale. When I, as the bank, accept the payment in full that's less than the borrower owes me. That's a short sale. That happens often, and oftentimes it really helps the borrower out because it relieves them from their obligation of the debt. Deed in lieu. Deed in lieu of foreclosure happens often in this business. A borrower is so underwater, the value of their house has gone down, and they're behind in their mortgage payments. When we approach our borrower and offer them the deed in lieu of a foreclosure, they're oftentimes relieved. They're not going to have a foreclosure now on their credit. They will sign over the deed to us as the bank as payment in full, and they're relieved of the obligation. Re-performance is my favorite. That's the one where we get to work hand in hand with a borrower to help them to stay in their home. In a re-performance situation, we have a variety of different options as the bank. Again, remember, we bought this note at a deep discount, so there's quite a bit of equity cushion there, a lot of wiggle room. So if we need to reduce the payment for the borrower, we can. If we need to reduce the interest payment for the borrower, we can. If we need to extend the time on the term of the note, we can. If we need to reduce the principal balance, we can. All of those options help the borrower to stay in their home, and we are fortunate enough to make a profit doing it.